Jets head coach Adam Gase met with the media for the first time since mid-January, at his introductory press conference, on Wednesday, at the 2019 NFL Combine in Indianapolis. After a 4-12 disaster last season, Gase plenty of work to do to turn things around ahead of the 2019 season. With that in mind, a few major notes emerged as he addressed the state of the team and his thoughts on its future. 1. How would Le'Veon Bell fit? The Jets have obviously been rumored as a potential player for running back Le'Veon Bell when he hits the free agent market next month. But do they really need such a high-profile, expensive player at that position for Gase to run his offense? Gase wasn't asked about Bell by name, but that question was posed to him Wednesday. It comes down to who's on your roster, what type of players you have, what are their strengths, Gase said. That's what we're really going to do, is adjust the offense to that. We have the option to do what we need to do with the players that we have. Antonio Brown trade rumors, why Jets Mike Maccagnan would be foolish to not seriously talk with Steelers. The Pittsburgh Steelers want to trade wide receiver Antonio Brown. New York Jets general manager Mike Maccagnan should make a phone call to love affair with take Chris Herndon. Herndon was, surprisingly, the most popular player among media members in attendance Wednesday, with 3 separate questions about the young tight end. But Gase clearly didn't mind talking about the 23-year-old, who he referred to as a unicorn, while describing his skill set. I don't think you find a lot of tight ends that are able to be on the field all 3 downs, Gase said. Obviously he's a very good receiver, he's very good in the run game, and he did a really good job of pass protection last year. 3. Unique situation. For new head coach, it's not often that a team brings in a new head coach and has about 1/3 of its roster hitting the free agent market at the same time, but Gase is excited about his great timing. Inside the Jets roster situation presents both he and general manager Mike Maccagnan with the perfect chance to custom build the team to fit the new staff and its style. On the surface, it looks like we have a good amount of needs, Gase said. But really it is going to be about who are we re-signing to start, then a lot of those needs get plugged in there. Then entering free agency and the draft, I think we're going to be able to really balance out our roster the way we want to. 4. No defensive concerns. Gase raised some eyebrows by hiring both defensive coordinator Greg Williams and assistant Joe Vitt for his coaching staff, given their contentious history during the Bountygate scandal. But Gase put those worries to bed on Wednesday. He also explained the decision he and Williams made to keep the Jets in a 3-4 defense as opposed to switching to a 4-3 base. Hint, it's about winning quickly. On the personnel front, he shrugged off Leonard Williams' not-so-exciting sack numbers, based largely on his own experience facing the defensive end during his time with the Dolphins. 5. Thoughts on key players. No surprise here, but Gase didn't have anything bad to say about any players currently on the Jets roster. He did shout out and compliment a handful of notable players beyond just Herndon and Leonard Williams, though. Here's a brief summary of what he had to say about each significant player that came up. QB Sam Darnold. Gase thinks Darnold's injury last season was a blessing in disguise. Stepping back and taking some time to watch from a different perspective paid off down the stretch and was ultimately good for Darnold's development, Gase believes. Of course, he's also excited about having a potential franchise quarterback in the fold, too. Wr. Robbie Anderson. Gase has been impressed by how smooth Anderson is. Wants to find a way to vary his routes and use him in multiple different ways to get him more involved. Wr. Quincy Enunwa. He's the type of guy who you really just want to get the ball in his hands, you really don't care how you do it, Gase said. He likes his size and physicality, but doesn't want to put him in a box and limit the ways he could contribute. LB Darren Lee. Gase chuckled that the New York media often rides Lee, but that he always played great games against his Dolphins teams. He said they struggled to block him and that he was very good in coverage. Gase said he has position flexibility. RB Eli McGuire. Gase said that he was impressed by McGuire in his injury-limited season. He noticed that there are certain schemes that make him feel most comfortable and said the Jets plan to emphasize those strengths moving forward. Matt Stypulkowski may be reached at mstypulkowski@newfansmedia.com. Follow him on Twitter at m_Stypulkowski. Find NJ.com Jets on Facebook.